JJ Blake against the challengers, Ollie Summers and Caleb Jean Cartier of Culture Shock.
Culture Shock, since debuting on the Texas Contender Series, been making quite the name for themselves all across Texas. It seems like almost every time I fire up Instagram or X that I see people talking about Culture Shock, and you can see why.
The Flower Child and the Trapper looking to seize Tag Team Championship gold here tonight, seemingly shocking this audience with new Tag Team Champions.
And tonight they could be the masters of shocking the crowd, shock masters, so to speak, by gaining new Texas Pro Tag Team Gold.
Well, what's interesting here is that this is going to be the first title defense for the champions of Terrell Tempo and JJ Blake.
You know, I was just about to say this team of JJ Blake and Terrell Tempo, two guys who, let's just say, have never seen eye to eye, really.
Yeah, JJ Blake had his problems with the 8th Day, who were champions at the time, needing a partner and enlisting the aid of Terrell Tempo of all people. But for that evening, those two were able to make it work and become new tag team champions. But can they do it again here tonight and retain those titles?
JJ Blake had to buy a friend. Terrell Tempo willing to take the payoff to become JJ Blake's friend and therefore eventual tag team champion.
JJ Blake fired up here tonight. Excited. Terrell Tempo making his return to Texas Contender Series here tonight at Buzzsaw Bash. You see the champions interacting with the #1 indie fan, Colton. And just let the beat drop here. It came to a shock as you and I, when JJ Blake named his partner for that tag team matchup. I mean, we didn't really think that these two, with the history that they had, would be able to see eye to eye for that matchup, let alone see them as tag team champions together. This tag team, this makeup, thrown together tag team, if you will, of JJ Blake and Tempo, yes, has been successful one time. They go up against a much more experienced team of Culture Shock. The advantage absolutely has to be in the corner of Culture Shock in this matchup.
Oh, absolutely. You know, JJ Blake and Terrell Tempo, two very successful singles wrestlers. And they have held tag team gold, not together, but separately in various organizations, but not their wheelhouse. Now, for these two, CJC and Ollie Summers, that is their wheelhouse. They do hold tag team gold right now at several different organizations.
Very well-oiled machine is Culture Shock in the tag team game.
And they're having matches all the time. Now, just like you had mentioned earlier, this is the first title defense for Terrell Tempo and JJ Blake. A real test to see if they could defend that and work together as a unit. Maybe they got lucky that first time. We'll see tonight.
That we will. As the Trapper, the more technical of the trio in Culture Shock. But right now, showcasing a little bit of power with that shoulder block down on JJ Blake.
Big hip toss.
Big scoop slam right there by Blake. Clothesline down for good measure. JJ Blake looking like he's moving very well here tonight. We know JJ Blake has been sustaining some nagging injuries in the past, but see no sign of that here in this matchup. Only a 1 count right there. A little bit of frustration from Terrell Tempo.
Well, you know, the thing about those lagging injuries, Trent, is that when a pro wrestling match starts, you're all hyped up. You're full of adrenaline. You come out, you're song sitting, you're with your buddy, you're jumping up and down like a dork, and it's just pumping through your body. So those pain receptors, they're on one. As the match goes on, the lactic acid builds up. You're getting targeted by your opponent in those areas that, you know, they know you're hurt. So as time goes on, that's when the pain really ramps up. So we're gonna see how JJ Blake is a little later on in this match if Culture Shock isn't able to wrap it up early.
As we've mentioned, Culture Shock, well-oiled machine as a tag team. They know the opponents very well, the weaknesses, the guys they face. Right now, Terrell Tempo, I believe the strongest man in this matchup, if you will, is now being met with a hug from the Flower Child, Ollie Summers. Oh, not
What is Tempo's problem?
Not appreciated by the champion, Terrell Tempo. Ollie trying to get into his head there.
I'll know never to hug him.
Don't think he wants one. JJ Blake with a blind tag right there onto his partner as Tempo stalled slam. And a high elbow drop. Oh my, off the ropes is JJ in a cover. The champs right there almost retaining their titles here for tonight. Ollie Summers with that double thrust to the neck. Stunning JJ for a moment, and now able to take advantage with big forearm shots to the back on Blake. Blake just chopping Ollie right down with that. JJ just dishing out some absolute powerful strikes.
And these two are going tit for tat on the strikes.
Oh, Ollie able to roll through.
And a blind tag of Culture Shock's own. CJC, the legal man right now, coming in. Big back body drop. Didn't fool JJ Blake.
Letting everybody know he saw it coming, pointing to his head. JJ going for a black hammer, but he's caught right there by Summers.
Didn't see that coming.
And now the ref distracted by Tempo trying to get in the ring. Culture Shock able to do some damage to JJ Blake.
And it was just a matter of time before Culture Shock was able to pick their spot right there. Now JJ Blake is down. He is far, far, far away from Terrell Tempo. And this is where Culture Shock really shines.
JJ might as well be on the other side of the world at this point.
Whipping that knee against that steel post is CJC. JJ Blake on his back, and now it's time for Ollie Summers to have his way with JJ Blake.
JJ trying to find a way to fight out of it, but Ollie wasn't having it as he tags in his partner. JJ trying to make a lunge to his corner. but he's cut off at the pass by Culture Shock.
Staying in that enemy territory is JJ Blake. That will not serve him well as this match continues.
Snapmare from the Trapper and a double punt kick to the front and back of JJ Blake, and here's a cover. Only a 2 count right there for Culture Shock. And there you see the technical prowess of the Trapper right there with a heel lock on JJ Blake.
Both CJC and Ollie right now are going to try to dissect that leg of JJ Blake. CJC, the more technical of the two, but just because he's a technical guy doesn't mean that he can't throw down. And he's also a big dude as well.
Now Ollie trying to get into the action himself with some leg torture onto JJ Blake. The cover. JJ able to kick out, but you believe with those maneuvers done to that leg with that kick out, that had to add more pain to the champ, JJ Blake.
Oh, absolutely. And being in a tag team match with a bum wheel, man, that's probably the worst kind of injury to have. You know, tag team matches, you're going back and forth a lot. There's a lot of running around, and you can see JJ Blake just trying.
Oh, JJ lunging for a tag. He's just fingertips away. And CJC able to take him down.
Going right back for that leg, and we got a figure 4 leg lock. Dead center in the middle of the ring, JJ Blake.
Absolutely, JJ is just in the center of the ring. Oh, shoulders were down. Only a 2 count right there. JJ sustained so much pain already to the legs in this matchup. This might do it right here for JJ. As you see, he's trying to find a way to scoot himself over to his partner to get out. But not to much avail right there as CJC holding his ground. JJ trying to roll over to reverse the pressure and is able to do so.
Able to do that. Even though that move has been reversed, still not a comfortable position to be in for JJ Blake. The pressure is reversed. He's trying to get over there to make a tag, but Ollie
Summers leaving his corner to come around and pull Terrell Tempo off the apron. So JJ could not make a tag. And now JJ fighting by himself in the middle of the ring. He's got no one to tag to. His Tempo's still on the floor. Oh, wow, a high-low right there from Culture Shock, taking JJ down. This has got to be all. Oh, my gosh. And the Trapper just going right back to it, not even wasting any time, going straight to an ankle lock. JJ Blake has suffered so much pain. This has got to be all for JJ. I don't know how much he can take.
You just got to love the tenacity of Culture Shock. Staying on their man. They want the gold. You can see it in their eyes. They're fighting for something here. And it's lit a fire in both of these guys, and they are just willing to do anything to get those championships.
Well,
but
JJ is able to roll over out of it and take a tag to his partner, and Tempo comes out flying, upping the tempo, if you will, in this matchup. Big back elbow onto Ollie Summers and a kip up, and Tempo is fired up.
And this is exactly what the championships needed right now.
Big power slam right there from Terrell. And a cover. Oh! Ollie was going up for an elbow drop, but Tempo was able to move out of the way, and Ollie struck his own partner. Over the top goes Summers. A Blake-in right there by JJ, and here's a cover. The champions have retained
by
here tonight.
Skin of their teeth.
Still the New Texas Pro Tag Team Champion, JJ Blake and Terrell Tempo.
somehow these two guys, JJ Blake and Terrell Tempo, coexisted one more time and was able to retain their new Texas Pro Tag Team Championships. But what was the cost? Just look at JJ Blake right now. That leg was just torn up in that match.
Definitely a bad wheel right there for JJ Blake, but I'm sure he would tell you it'd all be worth it to maintain the status of a tag team championship for him and Terrell Tempo.